Hello everyone and welcome back to another live stream video. I believe I've set up my music incorrectly. Let's mess around with this a little bit. How's that? That's probably too loud, isn't it? Let's turn it down a little bit more. Can we get some bananas in chat? There we go. Cool Patrick, Sarsaw, the Physics 101, Mr. Trendkill, Morgan Corn, Phantom, Creto? Appreciate all the bananas. Arcade3145, thank you. Kada3587, appreciate the bananas in the chats. Thank you for that. Let me know how the background music is. Does it sound... Because I'm using a different program to play it. I should have, you know, sorted it out the normal way that I do it, basically. So I don't know if it's louder or quieter, really. You guys can be the judge of that. Bam! Let's log into the world. Let's start doing this stream today. I'm a little bit tired, actually. I just realised. We got a resubscribe for 5 months in a row. It is Sarsaw. Thank you for resubscribing, buddy. Really do appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed today's stream. Many of you saying it's a little bit too loud. Let's turn it down then. How about that? Okay, right. So... we are in the Logfellas Tunnel. We're going to work on this today. We're going to do lots of things. I've got some talking topics. I've got a cup of tea. I'm sure many of you want to know about the house. And my buddy Asuma's dad has resubscribed for 12 months in a row. That's 1 year. Absolutely epic support. Thank you so much, buddy. Really do appreciate it. You guys are amazing. And I hope you have a fantastic time watching the stream. So, we will... head down here and pick up some logs. It's dark oak or is it spruce? Let's pick it up and find out, because I can't remember. Yeah, it's spruce. We already had some of that. So spruce and oak. Let's see if we get the curls done down to the end here. We don't have to worry about... Actually, we do have to worry about that in case we fall down it. Frodo Birdkid says, do you like Nutella? Ooh... what was that noise? Ooh. I do not believe I've ever had any Nutella to know. Is the dealio. And we got to resubscribe for 4 months in a row. It is the way. Resubscribing for 4 months in a row. Thank you so much, buddy. Do appreciate it. We will grab some things from the chest here. Yo, my chat is getting harder and harder to read. There is so much Nightbot. There is so much movement and fast stuff going on. I need to sort that out. I think I've been meaning to try and find something different for a long time. Also got a resubscribe from Brandforce for 4 months in a row. Thank you as well, buddy. I believe we need some slabs. I did have a look. It sort of looked like dark oak, which I don't think it actually was, because we're using spruce down there. But either way, we've got the materials to craft things if we need them. And that should do us just fine. Let's head down there then. Aiden says, hi X, my first ever stream. Welcome to the stream, buddy. We do these every other day. Blue Blaze Live says you need to fix player head drop so it works in 1.10. I know I need to fix it. I don't know how though. I don't know how to fix it. Right, that looks... yeah, it's darker. It's darker alright. Kind of felt obvious when I was holding it in my hand there. Duffy says Snakebird. Yep, Snakebird is a thing. Why did you choose to bring that up of all things? It got recently released on the iOS, and I started playing it a little bit again on there. It's pretty cool. I love that game. Let's go get ourselves our axe. And I'm not sure if I got any dark oak. So thanks a lot is here. Still haven't written that rhyme for him. Smartin says... oh no, he doesn't say. Smartin has resubscribed for 3 months in a row. I imagine Smartin says some things. What's the Smartin says? Simon says. That's the one, isn't it? Jay's on fire says middle click. You'll never teach me. I'm going to be stuck in my old ways forever. Can we get a little bit of hype? Right, a little bit of hype. Why did I come over here, Axe? A little bit of hype for the war machine, okay? The war machine. It's being built. That's all I'm saying. Platinum Doodles, if you can think of anything as objects that can do things contain other objects, you don't need to have to memorize anything. You have to learn to think in... programming, okay. Interesting. We've got lots of hype in chat. That's why chat all of a sudden started moving very, very fast. I think there is a hype train. And we've got a donation here, Noise in the Ear, from Brantforce saying congratulations on the house. I've had my suspicions when you hinted at something big coming up. Yep, you were correct. Looking forward to the house tour when you've moved in. Also, end rods, blaze rods, end rods. Thank you for your donation, buddy. Do appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed today's stream. A little bit of news for you. You will see the house on Thursday. I recorded a video as soon as I was in there and got it all sort of ready for you to watch / thing. Don't know what I'm saying anymore. Hi. This is confusing because we're missing one. Yes, we're missing one, and now it all gets a little bit confused. No, 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 not like that. I believe that's supposed to go back there. That's 1, 2, 3. Yep. So it's that one that's out by 1. If it's out by 1, it's because this has to go up higher on that side. See? It goes up by 3 every now and then. We figured this all out in another stream. The new S boy says, "I loved your hand reveal, X." Excellent. A lot of people were speculating and going ham basically over like shadows and reflections, and a lot of people, I'll tell you this, I'm going to answer a lot of questions. A lot of people were saying like, oh, you must have spent forever making sure there wasn't reflections. Same thing as when I did my house tour video. No, I didn't. There's a very simple rule when using the camera. Don't point it directly at a mirror and it won't like point directly back at you, right? Does that make sense? So I didn't really have to do anything at all. I just made sure I didn't. Yeah, something's wrong here. This is all going to be higher, I believe. So it goes 1, 2, 3. Yep, and then it needs to go up there. So yeah, basically, I just didn't point the camera directly at a surface that reflected, with exception to some of them that sort of look like they reflect but don't really. That's how you do. That's how you film videos, peeps. X, are you secretly Stampy Longhead? No, I am not, my friend. Get a lot of comments about sounding like this YouTuber or that YouTuber. It's always someone British. Always someone British. That's what it is. It's just the accent, peeps. Don't let it fool you. We're different people. Mirrors in Minecraft. Opinions, says Darkstorm. I think they would actually go into Minecraft easily because it's just a mirror. Like, it just reflects what you see. And I think that fit in because what you see in the mirror ain't going to be any different from all of these blocks, right? They're all the same textures, so I think a mirror in Minecraft would be a definite thing to have. I believe it would be tricky to implement because when you look into a mirror, the computer has to do lots of calculations and, you know, create a reflection of what you're doing. Oh, also Iscal's here. I didn't see Iscal log in. Aiden says, XT reminder. Thank you, Aiden. We have been streaming for 8 minutes. We've got to leave it a little bit, I think. But another 8 minutes and we'll probably have a sip. It'll be nice and cool then. Extra Speed says, XE secretly James Bond. I am not. However, I have worked for an agency, but I can't say anything more than that. And I said we would let it cool, did I say? Let it go cool, probably. The tea will still be hot in 8 minutes, don't worry. Porky Pop says, Slayer. Yes, Slayer, indeed. I wish I could scream it at you, but unfortunately, you know, I'm streaming. So it probably wouldn't go down too well. I think what I'm struggling with here is that this needs to go there. Like, I'm looking at it as if there's 2 little paths, but there's not. There's just one, and it's right there. Okay, let's pick up more of those logs. Excellent. And we'll continue on the way. I like doing this job. I like doing this when I stream. It's nice. It's peaceful. Agent Scarface says I'm the real agent. That's true. Can't argue with can't argue with Agent Scarface. Agent X, says Julian Malloy. Yes, that's correct. That's what I was formerly known as when I was part of the T organisation, the Tea Eaters Alliance. That's what that stands for. And just if you were confused, instead of wearing Enchanted Diamond, it'd be cool if you just wear dyed leather armor, says Darkstorm. Do you know what? I'm sort of for that, and then sort of not as well. You see, I like the convenience of being able to roam around the world and not being hassled by mobs, you know? So, stuff like that, the aesthetic stuff, I wish you could sort of wear it over the top of, you know, yeah, get the best of both, get the protection and, like, some variation on looks. If I was in charge of developing Minecraft, I would add so much more depth to the things that you can do, you know? Keep the simplicity on the surface and then just, you know, like, make it so that you can also wear the diamond, but then have something go over the top of it, you know, and then that means that you could add things to the game, like, you know, just aesthetic pieces of armor that people could wear. I like that. Oh, I wish I could do that. I wish I could just be like, right, Minecraft people, make this happen. That'd be so cool to develop this game. It'd be awesome. Lots of you saying middle click, thanks for the reminders. It'll never get into my head. I'm telling you now, the more you say it, the more my brain refuses to learn. I'm pretty much convinced that my brain refuses to learn the middle click trick because it has been ridiculous how many times I've been reminded that I can do that. So that ends up at a really nice place just there, doesn't it? We got a Noisy Mia couple here that I've missed, by the way. Banana Nose Hair has resubscribed for 7 months, and Eldons for 5 months in a row. You guys are incredible. All these crazy people helping me out here on the Twitch. Do appreciate it. Just called you all crazy as well. Oh, there we go. Right, so that's Spruce basically at its destination. I think it would actually make a lot more sense if, bam, it just went like that. Like did the last one as well. It could even do the next one. I don't know how this tunnel's going to end. So next up is the oak. We're going to finish that off. Butterboy says, can you build the tree farm? And he gives me a tea reminder as well. Well, thank you for both of those things. I can't build the tree farm. I was very tempted to keep my setup, which is having one Minecraft open with the tree farm and the other one on here, and I'm rebuilding it. And I was thinking, you know, maybe I do a different stream and I like, you know, do the tree farm. But what I realised is that not all things that you do different mean better or even good. Me streaming building that thing would have been boring. I have to concentrate a lot, make sure I place every little bit of redstone correctly, double check it, checking between 2 screens. That means no room for a chat on the screen, so it wouldn't have really worked. It's something I would have liked to have done, but not really plausible. Right, so now when we go over here, we go up by 1, and we know exactly what we're doing because we've done this too many times now to get it wrong. So I say, so I'll probably regret saying that. What's your favourite fruit, says Speedy Ducky? I think it's apples. I think apples, because I'm always in the mood for an apple. Like I try and eat some fruit every day. Sometimes it's fruit salad. Sometimes I'll just have a fruit and banana after the meal. But it's always the apple that I can go for. It's the banana sometimes I don't feel in the mood for, you know. So I'd say apple is my favourite fruit. Right, this is where we go one more here now. That sounded a little strange. More here now. We got to resubscribe. 9 months in a row from Photon Burst Line. Thank you so much for resubscribing, my friend. I do hope you enjoy the stream. Working on the Logfellas Tunnel today. You missed a wood, by the way, says Redstone Ghast. That's worrying. Where did I miss a wood? What sort of wood was it? Now you got me second guessing everything. I think we're good, actually. I think I might be getting trolled. I'm allergic to apples, says Doug. So that is unfortunate. I mean, I guess you can be allergic to anything, right? But I've not heard that one before. Allergic to apples. That is unfortunate. Hopefully you can enjoy the flavour with some apple juice. If you've not drunk apple juice before, don't try it. Do not try that. You might be allergic to that as well. Apple juice. I love apple juice. A lot of the stuff you get for apple juice, though, very sugary. Lots of added sugars. VHCRV has reminded me that we've been streaming for 11 minutes. We're probably good to sip some tea right about now. We will give it just a moment more because we've almost finished this little bit. It's been a while since we listened to this record. I'm enjoying it. Hope you're all enjoying it too. Han TV here, resubscribing for 4 months in a row, saying, hi X, hi chat, I'm also allergic to apples and all fruits with seeds in them, which sucks. That does suck. All with seeds. Man, that limits your choices. No melons. Watermelons even. Do mangoes have... I don't really like mango. Oh, I'm trying to think. But well, you can eat bananas, right? I mean, that's alright. That's a plus. Eat lots of bananas. Yeah, that is unfortunate, buddy. We have done something wrong here. Someone did say I missed a wood. So that definitely goes up by 3. And then here, definitely should do that. Definitely should do all of this. Unless, like, this has been miscounted, because there's a gap of 3 there. And here there is a gap of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wow. Bad job. I did a bad job there. Oh, I love this song. This one's great. How do you not like mangoes? You're evil X, says Butterboy. I guess I like some mango flavoured stuff. But I don't like eating mangoes. I don't know, something about them. That being said, I only eat mangoes when they're with other fruits, so maybe they're nicer on their own. Okay, there we go. Hey X, what do you think about the upcoming Optifine feature smooth block transitions with CTM overlays from Ollie? That message. I didn't like them. I saw them and I really didn't like them. Now it may be a case of, you know, not liking change, you might say, but you know, connected textures have been in this game for a long time, and I think they look nice, but again, they're just not vanilla, and especially that one, I just felt like it took a little bit of the charm away. I like the blocky nature of the game, and having those textures melt together like they do. So for those of you that haven't seen it, Optifine's going to add a feature where, like, let's say we got textures next to each other. Oh my god, think of what it would do to a build like this. It would ruin it. The edges wouldn't be flat like this. They would like bleed over a little bit and go around the corner. It'd look curvy and ugh. The way says, "Hey Ren, we got a log fella in the chat. We got a Ren dog. When there's a log fella in the chat, you got to send lots of hearts. Remember that, peeps." But I don't know if Ren's actually here. Oh, Ren dog is here. Let's get lots of hearts in the chat for our fellow log fella Ren. Good stuff for working on the Rockefeller Whale line, says Ren dog. Yes, yeah, I'm working on my little bit over here. Ren, I've got something to show you. I'm going to show the peeps again. The real spoon says, X, why don't you shave your hand? Oh, Ren's working on his section too. Awesome, that's cool. Ren, I've actually made like some slight modifications to how you did yours. I think you had 4 flat on the ground, and I went for 4 flat on the side, which, I don't know, it might, no, was it 3 flat? It'd be 3 flat on the side. Anyway, I thought it looked a little bit better. We spent ages doing it on the stream, and then I got it wrong and had to rebuild it. Ren, the wall machine is being built. It's behind this grid right here. This is a sealed entrance. There is... I mean, I'm building this out of premium materials. I spent 24 diamonds on iron today. We're building the best. The best right there. The wall machine is being built. Caden says Logfellas are annoying though. How are we annoying? We provide, you know, a beautiful service for the server. Look at all these logs. Freshly chopped logs. You couldn't build builds like this without Logfellas on a server, you know what I mean? Ah, now here we did something. Oh, that's interesting. That doesn't really need to be there. Is that like a mistake I've made when building this? If it is or it isn't, I'm going to change it to that. Oh, did we sort of get to the end here? I wasn't paying attention. I think we kind of got to the end. Let's count our logs. Yeah, that's sort of where it ends then. I really like that. Let's throw down a few more slabs. Bring it over here. Cool, pick up that torch and plop a torch down at the end here. Aim it towards Woodweld, says Friend Dog. Oh yeah, Woodweld will be a pile of rubble when we're done. Mango, is it Mango Gorgum says, X, I have an idea for a new business and it's global. Not only in the Brown District, it'd be really useful with very good items in terms of diamonds, and it is really cool. It would be great on Hermitcraft and make Logfellas powerful. What is the idea? I think I missed the idea in that one. Jack says no deep stream today. There may be deep stream later on. I made a few notes of things that I was thinking about today. I know some of you like them, some of you don't. So, I don't know, we'll see what happens. We'll just sort of go with the flow, do some things, and then maybe talk about some stuff. How about that? X, where's this tunnel going, says TI Cubius. It goes to Ren's base, it goes to my base, and it goes to the Logfellas HQ. And I'm just thinking about it, Python's base is like above. Oh, above the secret, forget what you just heard, above the secret location of the secret headquarters of the Logfellas. Yeah, he could have an entrance here as well. Okay, I'm walking all this way. It's a long way to Ren's side. I like the grass. I feel like grass is what I might go for. Now, we've got the log spiral going on. I feel like maybe we should both do something different on the sides here. So, Ren's gone for more log. Ooh, I feel bad about that. That looked kind of nice there. That long grass. Sorry, Ren. Is there any bone meal in this chest? Oh, look at that! Saviour! Come on now. Right, let's repair the damage. Bam! There you go. Excellent. Okay, cool. So, oh, the roof as well. I haven't done much of the roof. What have I? Either way, we've got stairs coming down, then we've got pillars. I think I might go for a different vibe. I think I might go for something similar, but instead of having grass behind there, we could do something, I don't know, creative. Maybe like, you know, mushroom, mycelium, but probably not that. And then we could have some different coloured, yeah, different coloured wood. Butterboy says, Someone said, X, if I give you $5,000, would you do a face reveal? I think my price was $1 million. I forget. We got a donation here, noise in the air from my buddy Joel Kip, saying, now I'm sitting here and enjoying my vacation with a nice live stream. Greetings to everyone who's listening. Hey buddy, welcome to the stream. I believe it was you who suggested that, and I can't say the name of the band, Bathacusta record. I got done listening to that today. Very cool record. I believe it was you. Thanks for recommending it. I'm pretty sure it was you. Anyway, thanks for the donation, buddy. Hope you enjoy the stream. And we've got a noise in my ear here from Gekor Games for 4 months in a row. Thank you so much for resubscribing. Do appreciate it. And Gekor says, waited ages to catch the stream. Aha. Well, you're here now. It's all good. We're up to no good in the hood. Oh, we didn't do any roof down here because Red didn't extend it down there. We're gonna have to walk this tunnel again. I need to go get some more materials, and then we're gonna copy the roof design a little bit, come up with our own little bit of a design as well. Austin says, X, for your elytra launcher you can make a stone brick, mossy stone brick, and fracked stone brick at, let's scroll up, on the outside, scattered around with a waterfall that separates 3 blocks wide. When you step on the pressure plate, you first walk down, kind of like the Batcave. That does sound like a very cool idea, Austin. I don't think I'll be building another elytra launcher on the server though. And Matu Kai says, do you accept everyone on Facebook? I do. Facebook, my Facebook, Assume Avoid Facebook, is, you know, for you to get basically my tweets and videos. That's what you'll see on there. I don't reply to messages on there. I used to, but it kind of got overwhelming. And yeah, it's just a feed. Think of it as like, hey, I want to find out about what X is doing on Facebook. That's why you would add me as a friend. If not, then don't bother. Okay, so spruce fences. I'm not sure if we want to go with the exact same. I'm thinking some acacia back there would look cool. And I reckon I might just throw in a little bit of stone. I know it's like the log fellas, but I just feel like, you know, my side needs to be different from Ren's. And I'm thinking, what's simple, easy, and effective? There's going to be some stone here. So we need some regular stone to turn into stone bricks. Cool. We got our acacia. Yep, we got some. Let's see, some of those. We definitely need that, and some of them as well. We might need. And I reckon we're good now. We got to head all the way back again. False Tech Mumbo Void says, "Hey X, do you reply to messages on Twitter?" I do. I don't reply to everything that's tweeted to me though. And we also got a noise in here. Must not forget. Got a donation here. Oh, by the way, time to drink tea. Man, I'm terrible at this. Butterboy, there you go with some reminders. 20 minutes. I'm in. What's wrong with me? You guys have even given me tea reminders and I'm failing. Brilliant. Rybro says, so it's only 1 million. I could see your face 100 times. I think Rybro is trying to imply that he has 100 million in the bank. If so, congratulations. Ponybuck says, the most important house-related question. Do you plan on getting a pet after you're settled? I think I remember you saying you couldn't have one before because someone had an allergy. That shouldn't be an issue now, right? I expect pics if you get one. I'm not going to do anything immediately. It'll be something on my mind. But the thing is, I've never really had a pet before and don't really know how to like deal with pets either. I like them. I like animals are great, but like cats and dogs, they're kind of like. I don't know, like I see how other people behave with animals, right? They go up to them, they say things, like the dogs wag their tail. I'm more of a sort of, look, it's a dog. I don't know. I don't know what I'm trying to say. Yeah, so I don't know. I haven't really thought about it too much. I could, but I definitely wouldn't do it straight away, and I'm not sure that I'd want to. It's something I'd have to give a lot of thought, you know, because it's not like you just get a dog and then go, like, actually not. Can't do that. Like, that dog's your responsibility now. Okay, let's... Oh my goodness, I needed dark oak. So, one down the middle. Raise it up with some dark oak. Spruce on the side. Okay, I think we can remember that. We're going to be good. X needs a fish, says Raven. Oh, by the way, Pony, thank you for the donation. Do appreciate it. Pony says you could adopt an older lap cat. Interesting. Yeah, you could definitely do that. Don't have to have a young pet. I Oh, I don't know. I'll just have to... Yeah, I'll just have to think about it, I guess. I think it'd be really weird having that kind of responsibility. Yusuf says, X, I'm tired of spamming, did you make any cycling vlogs before? Yes, I have made cycling vlogs before. I've made 3 of them, I think. You can find them on the channel somewhere. We're going to start from the back as well, by the way. That's how we're going to do it. The Real Spoon says, do you know what ASMR is? Yes, I do know what it is. I personally dislike it. I could understand if that's what someone would like, but for me I find it discomforting more than anything. Brantafall says, X, did you listen to Crazy Band Name that I tweeted about? I saw that you replied. You didn't use Spotify. If you're going to tweet me music, just send me a link to something. Like, if there isn't a link, I generally just click on. I know that might sound a bit rude. Oh, now I've got a feeling that it was actually... Wait, let's put the dark there for contrast. Then it'll probably start to make sense. Yeah, it's just that, like, when I I basically always press for time, right? I'm the sort of person that's like, oh my god, you've got to make that other video. So I'm always working on something, and then when I go look at Twitter, like, I'll check out things, but I don't have time to be searching around trying to figure out what I'm listening to, you know? I'll click on a link and listen to something, and I hope that doesn't sound rude. It's not supposed to be. It's just, that's how I do things with my time, you know? So thanks a lot, says X, is there a deadline for registering for the Extreme UHC? Yep, pretty much, like, the day of, at some point on the day of, the sign-ups will sort of be cancelled. Cool, so that's how Ren had it, wasn't it? Does that mean these go behind? It didn't... Damn it, why didn't I take a picture? I said, no, I'll definitely remember that. Then I come down here and I'm thinking, does it actually look the same? Because it kind of looks a little bit different. I do not want to go all the way down there again. If we do, I'll have to go like the scenic way. Right, and then there's another one of these, so let's add in that other one. Just so we can really understand what we're looking at. I think we got it right. I think we got it right. But it looks like it should disappear behind some of the logs, which I don't think's right. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure. Oh, what's wrong with me? What is wrong with me? Oh, can we get some derp faces in chat? That's our first derp for today. That's our first derp. The real Spoon says, X, read my name. Oh, are we stuck in here, are we? This happens sometimes. There we go. X, the Real Spoon says, X, read my name properly. Well, I did, didn't I? But I said the Real Spoon before. There we go. There's a load of derp faces right there in chat. Thank you. Someone says derp times 1. Yep, it has been a times 1 for this derp. Wow, when you fly up here in the sky, all of a sudden it just seems like there's no distance at all to Ren's. That being said, we're not actually near Ren's yet. Come on, server, load! Load for me now. I need to see where we're going. I also don't really know how to get to this bit that we're looking for. There you go. That's how you land without taking damage. Like a pro! Loads of people are like, cheater, cheating. Yeah, maybe. Getting stuck in, like, it happens a lot getting stuck in those translocators. Just because you're on a server, the timing is awful. Aha! Aha! Found our way there. Oh, look, so he leveled it. I should have taken a picture. Let's take a picture. And then on this side, let's take a picture of that too. Cool. Yeah, I could have thought of just, like, trying to make my own solution, but no, didn't think that. Non1 says, how long have you been streaming for? Almost half an hour. It's time for our almost half an hour sip of tea. Mmm. Delicious, delicious. Sean says, is this vanilla Minecraft? Yes, it is, my friend. You're watching the Hermitcraft server, hermitcraft.com, if you want to check out all the peeps that play on here. We've got a few peeps online with us right now. I think False might be streaming as well. Mmm. Man, that is some delicious tea. The Doctor 10 has resubscribed for 2 months in a row. Thank you so much, buddy. Do appreciate it. Ryman says, X, how do you pronounce Asuma? Like that, apparently. You can also say Isuma, or Xzuma, or Zzuma, or Shishwami, Shishwam Bam. Shishwam Bam, thank you, ma'am. Droop says, hey X, why don't you make your side of the tunnel in the same design you did on the Nether Tunnel from H3? Imagine doing that in the background of the woodlogs. Epic. Nether Tunnel for H3. Yes, we had those square... I know the shapes. Yeah, I know the shapes. I think that is a little bit too different from the organic nature of the logs here. I like it. I like the suggestion. Danzilla says, you know, you could drop in the rail line and just ride to the other end and back. It only takes you halfway. There's no rails here. So I didn't want to do that. Not that I even thought of doing it. I mean, like, I couldn't convince you for a second, could I? You know that never crossed my mind. Let's break that one there and then put a stair in it so it curls around. Like, you can barely see it. Maybe not like that. Let's break that one. Let's break this one. Maybe we just put in a full block. That also means we've got on... Man, look at this inventory management. Come on. Right, yes, that's gone in that little gap. And then something like that. And then the same thing there where it's hidden a little bit. Cool, that kind of addresses the issue, I think. And another two up here. Oh, that's not right. Did you choose a summer festival build winner? That was not done by me, person in chat. Your name disappeared quickly. The chat be moving extraordinarily fast today. I apologise. So what we might need to do is go around and place all of these before we put the other ones in, but that might also take a long time. So that right there is going to become a full block. That's kind of it, really. Oh no, there's that as well. There we go. Hey X, where did your 500 levels go? Says CNTGY. I died and lost them all. Hey X, what tea are we drinking today? Says Pixel. We are drinking some Assam tea. Butterboy says, do you know all of the hermits' real names and how come some of the hermits keep it a secret? I don't know all of the hermits' real names and I don't ask them why they keep it a secret. Willie Studio says, if you look up artificial intelligence on Google Images, you can find his face. Yeah, sure. Okay, I thought you were going to say something like, if you search artificial intelligence, like Google starts pretending to talk to you or something like that. That would be a cool Easter egg. Google has Easter eggs. There are things in the past that they did. I can't really remember them anymore, but you would search a specific thing and it would have a little bit of a joke with you. And oh, it's that one up there. Okay, so where they're near half slabs, that's where you turn them into full blocks. I see. Don't know if that's a rule that applies all the time. There's a big hole up there, fair enough. Oh, that's upside down. And we've got to craft some more. There is a little something around here, and it doesn't have a crafting bench. Oh yeah, that's our new light thing. Cool, let's make a crafting bench. Do a barrel roll, says Redstone. I can do a barrel roll, we can do it with an elytra. And let's take all of those and make those into Google Paceman, says Celador Gym. There you go, that might be one. I don't know what one that is. Do the Harlem Shake is an Easter egg as well, says it's Haribo. Oh, I remember the Harlem Shake. That was... Oh, I made the wrong thing, didn't I? I made slabs instead. That was a craze and a half. We did a Hermit Shake. Biff had put that on his channel, I think. That was quite funny. What are you building, X? Says White Boy. We're building a tunnel. A tunnel that's going to take us to the log quarters headquarters. The log quarters headquarters? Oh dear. Google anagram, says Mr. Creeperman. There you go, some more. Do you play Pokemon Go? Says it's Orion. I do not. I have not caught them all. or any of them. I haven't caught one. Not even one. Okay. So, do we change that one? I think... No, I think we keep that one the same. Yeah, that's... I seem to be confused by my own rules here as to how to do this. Let's build two more sections, one on either side, and then I think we will start to work on the next bit of this, which is whatever the next bit is. I'm terribly organised. Joel Kip says, Google Zerg Rush. Oh man, StarCraft reference, that's cool. For those of you now wondering what the StarCraft is, it's a game. I used to play it. It was awesome. I loved the strategy game, and my favourite thing about it was UMS, which is use map settings. And people used to make their own games within the game. You know, if you think Minecraft's cool because people make maps with it, it all goes back to StarCraft. That's sort of like the origins of people making games within a game. As far as I'm aware, that is one of at least like a decent execution of it. The game makers gave you map making tools that were quite extensive, and people like created new concepts. It's where tower defense comes from. If you ever played a tower defense game, that originated on Battle.net through the game StarCraft. People like made custom maps there. Someone came up with the idea and it took off, and then it ended up being like a genre of game, which is really cool. Yeah, you can see, look, all of this is just too close. It'll all get dug away, so it might look a bit funky, but it's not really. Okay, so I believe that's going to be one of those. Then we have stairs. Nice, and that one on that side as well. T Reminder says, "Hey X, what did I miss? I like your username. That's an appropriate username. Thanks for the T Reminder. You've missed me forgetting to drink my tea, so you've solved that problem. Well done." And we've been just working on this so far. We're going to work on other projects as well. We're going to move on to one very soon, actually. I'm going to get a little bit more of this done, so it's sort of settled. And then we're going to try the next bit, build a little bit of it, and then we will move on. So when we come back to it, you know, this has been here for a while. We've had some time to think on it, and all is good in the hood, hopefully. Ever tried Google Knows, says Josham. I have not. Bram Neil says, "Skibbity hop pop in the video pop pop." I could never do it like Corrales does it, that's for sure. I think that's one of his like transition, like welcome back. Instead of that, just skibbity hop pop in a video pop pop. Alright, there we go. So 2 sections there, and we're doing this one here, and then it's good. So that one would be filled in. Bam. I run out of this stuff so quick. I really should just craft it in larger quantities at once. President Gamer says, "X, would you ever do a collab with anyone outside of Hermitcraft?" Yes, and yeah, I have. In fact, Hermit Wars collabed with Cube Hamster, so that's someone outside of Hermitcraft. And we did Missile Wars with Cube as well. Yeah, they've done quite a lot with people outside of Hermitcraft. Oh. Google Skibbity the Creeper. It's an Easter egg, says Skippy the Creeper. Sure it is, sure it is. It just happens to be your username. I'll tell you what, if you Google Easter egg, you might actually find Easter eggs. That's the thing. Apparently we've got 1,700 viewers in here today. Thank you for tuning in. Do appreciate it. Welcome to the stream. We are going to be moving on from our tunnel project in a moment. The plan is to do a whole bunch of things today. But this next bit is where we get to try out and test it. Hey, I'm glad I took a screenshot because... Alright, so there's... Oh, okay, we're just missing a few bits here. There is supposed to be stairs at my sides. And I believe they go all the way under here. Which means... yeah, oh, actually, no, we can place that there. Good, good, good. Oh yeah, of course you would, because that's the one in the middle right there. Oh nice, it goes to that spot, and I don't know how that bit changes, but we're not really interested in that. And we're out of stairs again. Let's craft some more, believe it or not. Believe it or not, we're crafting more. We've got a message here. "Hey X, you saw my pixel art on Twitter, and now I'm working on a mumbo jumbo logo on the map. It's really hard to get the background right because they are really small pixels on Google. Darn Google! By the way, you're awesome. Keep up the good work and congratulations on the house." As I said, keep up the good work and good luck. Thank you, buddy. By the way, you can resize an image, and when you resize it, you can see what it would look like with less pixels, and that way you can bring it down to a more buildable scale. That's a little bit of a tip. If you don't know how to resize an image, I'm pretty sure most like Paint and things like that will be able to do it for you. So a little bit of research, that might make it easier for you. "Hey X, has your bike ever broken during a ride?" says Rymanora. It hasn't, and my bike, if you're wondering what brand it is, it's a Trek. I'm not endorsed or anything, don't worry. That's a personal recommendation because I've had a Trek for... Let's place that one like that. Had a Trek for a long time now. I actually just bought another bike. It's funny because while I've been saving to move out, I've also been budgeting for a new phone, new gym equipment, a new bike, but you know, I haven't had anywhere to put any of this stuff until I get a place. Well, the phone is me being lazy and not wanting to get rid of my other one. But yeah, so I've got like a whole bunch of new stuff at the moment. One of those things is a new bike. I got the Trek FX 7.3, which is considerably better than the 7.1, which I have now upgraded into a rain bike. So I put big dirt flaps on it, and let's grab some cha-cha wood. Also, let's have a look at how Ren's spaced out here. So I'm going to open a screenshot again. Kind of looks like every 3 blocks. Every 3 blocks. We probably want to try and line that up with something like the middle here. So there's going to be a gap, then 1, 2, 3. I like that so far. I like that. Yeah. So anyway, let's get back to what I was talking about. The trek bike thing. Forgot what I was saying. I upgraded the other one, so I ride the other one in the rain. Now, the first time I take my bike for a proper cycle, what does it do? It rains. It rains like crazy. Ah, this is interesting. I think actually what we'll do on this side is we'll just make it line up with the middle every time and not bother with that one that's going to be like hidden and obscured. Or maybe we do that slightly. Actually, yeah, so many choices. So we can have it in the middle, or what we could do is say keep it 3 wide there, and then put this. Oh, it's just going to be 1, and put that right, and then the. Oh, I can't make up my mind. So you could have the bigger gap visible, or you can have the gap either side. I think I'm going to go with that. I think I like that. So the next one, if this lines up correctly, we'll have that 1 block gap there. Yeah, that would line up correctly. And then the next one starts here. Cool. Let's go with that. We're doing it. We're doing it that way. Dead Madman says, do you have any tattoos? I don't, thank goodness. I really don't like tattoos. I don't think they look nice. Occasionally I see a nice tattoo, but in general I don't really like the look of them. And I used to want to get loads of terrible ones when I was younger, and I'm really glad that I'm allergic to them, because otherwise I'd just have a body full of regrets, basically. Peter says, X, I really died on your witch joke in your new episode of Hermitcraft. Oh, I'm glad you liked that, because it wasn't like an intended joke. It was more like when I said witch, I basically said witch instead of witch. Wait, I mean, I can't even say it properly now. So I threw in a little picture of the witch, and I didn't really think, would anyone find that funny? You know, that wasn't on my mind, but loads of people commented about it. It was just like something I threw in there for the sake of it. A little bit of humour, and it certainly was liked, it would seem. So right, we'll put in 1 here, then opposite side behind there. That looks great. I really do think that's good. So what we might do is just put a block or 2. Actually, that's kind of visible. Anyway, next bit is to put in our liner, which we probably should have done first, which is going to be stone bricks. So we'll have them going all the way down here. Sam Plays says, hey X, how fun is it to play Minecraft for a living? Sam Plays, it is absolutely amazing. I wouldn't encourage anyone to try and do it for a living. If it just happens to be, then it's a good thing. But if you try and pursue it, it's... Like I've said this before many times about YouTube, you have to do it with something that you love, you know? If you love making Minecraft videos, go and do that. Then if it turns out you can do it for a living, you know, what's the problem? But if you don't, there's no problem either. You see what I mean? Anyway, I got a little bit distracted from that question. What was the question again? Let's see. Born a Black says, X, what software are you using to video edit? I use MSP12. I would recommend it. I would also recommend Windows Live Movie Maker, especially if you don't have much of a budget, or, you know, if you're doing videos for the first time, don't throw loads of money at it. I think you should find out if you have a passion for it, if you're good at it, things like that first. We could put our torches there, and they'll sort of be like a lot less visible, or in the middle of that setup. How would I get to the middle of that one then? Oh, just around here? Bam. Moody lighting. Moody lighting is what we could have in here. Gavin Stahali says, I shall never be noticed. Sad face. Well, you have been noticed, buddy. Turn that frown around. I want to see a smile next time. Scribble says, hey X, hypothetically, if you got 500 million subs, then you would do a face reveal. If I got 500 million subs tomorrow, then I might do, but otherwise, nah, don't think I would. Bam. It's actually really funny. A while back, I talked about like having a price, and I said, you know, if someone, like honestly, if someone just went, look, here's $1 million, do a facecam video, I would probably look at that and go, Alright, and like, it's hard to say no to that kind of money, right? But now that I've got a home, now that I've got a house, I'm not sure if that money's really worth the same. Hey, this is like a gap of 5. That's a something felt wrong here. That's a gap of 5, gap of 4. So where did that come from? Why do we have extra gappage? Why is gappage a word? So that's... Wait, what are these gaps supposed to be? 5 or 4? 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, 4. I can't see it. I can't see where we went wrong. So we went up there, right? But we're supposed to do that. Oh my goodness me. This is the first... Oh, don't tell me I got this wrong. I think I might know where I got this wrong. So, are there 2 that's... Oh no! Look, I got it all wrong! There's 2 that stay together. It's the second derp of the stream. It's the derp of the stream that undoes all the other bits of the stream. Oh. Oh. Bow my head in shame and walk away. Jeez, man. Jeez. Oh. Oh, so much rebuilding to do. So much rebuilding to do. Can I get a break? Oh. Can I get a break? Can I just get a break? Can this just magically fix itself for once? Are you kidding me? Are you actually kidding me? I managed to do a massive derp again. Ah. Oh. I'm remembering why this project has taken us so long. I'm remembering now. It's because of all this silliness that I get up to. My chat has frozen. It's slightly worrying. My Twitch chat just froze. The last thing I see is Exizuma Furman. And now I feel like I'm not live because it's frozen. Oh, how could I? How could I forget? Never forget, peeps. Never forget. Oh, that's so bad. That undoes everything. Like, all of these pillars have got to go now because they're all in the wrong spot. We've got to do them again. Oh, my days. And chat's still frozen for me, peeps. I'm going to try and reload it now. Oh, Firefox has crashed. Or something. Yep, have you crashed, Firefox? Yep, Firefox has crashed. I guess I'm probably still live, but oh, Firefox, come on now. Firefox, you be silly. Let's open up Firefox again. That's been a while. That's not happened in a long time. Well, at least I know. Hey, it's reloaded everything. That's good. Right, let's get the chat back up. Oh, it feels like I'm not live. It really feels like I'm not live. I feel like I've been disconnected from the world. Okay, so we've got that there. Oh, no, don't do that. Don't do that. Come on now. Oh, God. My computer's being a bit laggy. Okay, there we go. Excellent. Ginger Doo says it's still working for me. Awesome. Thank you, everyone. I'm going to have a tea break. Apparently. Not a break, but a tea sip. Minnie there with some bananas in chat. Thank you. And Butterboy as well. Excellent. We are live. I've got my chat working again. Firefox crashed. Anyway, I want to see the craziest amount of derp faces because that was just derp face insanity right there. I mean, that was some serious hardcore derp. Oh, I really messed everything up, haven't I? Oh my days. Okay. This is where like the whole don't care about OCD thing comes in handy, because I do kind of care about this build because it's so neat and we've spent so much time, but it'd be good to just walk away from that and go, do you know what? Ain't fussed. I ain't fussed. That's what it would have been good to say. Right, we're going to leave it like that. Even though it comes up a little bit earlier, it's going to be fine. Loads of you saying browser, Firefox on screen. What? How does it even do that? How? Oh, I know. I know how it does that. I know. Bear with me, peeps. Okay. How do I make this thing bam? You do a load? No, that's not it. Oh, wow. Which one is it? We've got a little bit of a problem. I can't get this thing to load up. It sort of stops. Okay, let's try this again. I'm going to close that. Bear with me, peeps. Bear with me. We are having technical difficulties in the middle of the stream. Minnie says derp count 3. No, 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 no. Firefox crashed. Firefox crashed. Not my fault. Not my problem. Alright, I'm fixing the problem that Firefox made. Come on now. There we go, fixed it. Someone's got to hit that follow button so we can check that it's okay again. It'll make a noise and that'll mean it's fixed. Oh, I'm going to sneeze, I'm going to sneeze. Oh, that was a violent one. There you go. Iskow is watching, he's spying on me. He's watching us working on the Logfellas tunnel. He's thinking I need to buy some logs. Don't use Cubfan's shop, Iskow. Like, think about the service that we have provided to this server for a long time. Good quality service, and in comes some sneaky birch butt trying to undercut us. What's that about? Customer loyalty. That's what we're looking for right now. That's what we're thinking about. It sort of sounds like a threat, doesn't it? It sort of sounds... Maybe it is a threat. No. No, of course it's not. Customer loyalty is not a threat. Okay, right, there we go. Thank you for all the bless yous in chat. Do appreciate it. Why do you use Firefox? Says these Seuss Percy's. They were all out of Opera. I went to the browser shop and they said we're out of Opera, so have a Firefox. And I went, alright then. You know, that's why I use Firefox. Okay. I can't believe I got that all wrong. So much derp. X pay Scar for his logs, says Jushnark. I believe... Oh, wait. Did I need to break something there? No, it doesn't go over there. I believe Scar has been all paid. The reason we probably can't pay him is because Cubfan is stealing the diamonds that go to him. Right. Oh, my days. Why did that happen? Why did that happen? Thank you for all the follows, by the way. I can hear it all digging away in my ear. In my eardrum. Appreciate that. Right. Let's get back to it. This is not the plan. We should be done with this place now. We should be done with it. Cool. Look, see, it goes all the way back here. Oh, my days. Oh, my days, oh, my days, oh, my days. Can I have some of that, please? Thank you. Right. So, how actually far back does this go? I think it just literally goes to here. Because that's where we derped last. Oh, yeah, they're the same now. Okay, I was looking at that and thinking, doesn't one go back behind the other? Not anymore. And all of that there is correct, but look, it's wrong. So now, yep, look, so all of the oak ones are wrong as well. Oh, it does not get any easier, does it? Don't get any easier here. Lots of people in chat are just saying "oh my days" at the moment. Apparently you said "oh my days." Can I, like, thanks? That'd be nice. Yeah, just want to jump up there. We got a noise in my ear. Oh, we got a resubscribe for 13 months in a row. It is Ouija Ben. Thank you for resubscribing. Over a year, do appreciate it. And a new subscriber here on the channel who goes by the name of Ali Wally 49. Thank you for subscribing. Really do appreciate your support. Hope you're enjoying today's stream. We got a tea reminder in chat from Minnie. Let's have another sip. We've been streaming for 50 minutes. Right. We got 7 minutes until we hit the hour point. I think that's where we have to give up on this. We have to go, okay, we did our bit, and now we've got to go. So let's truck on here. Let's get these oak logs in place, because they ain't going to place themselves. And I really want to see what this looks like. And we've got a donation here, noise in the ear. You'll probably hear that noise anytime soon. Don't leave me hanging. Come on now, make the noise. Stop making the noise. I feel like we can't read it until we've heard the noise, basically. So we've got to wait for that noise. What type of tea today, says Pig Killer? We're drinking some Assam, which is what we drink most of the time, actually. Oh, this is annoying. It's annoying. Do you know, I haven't used my bow. Let's just put that on the bow. Oh, no, don't throw the bow away. Don't throw the bow away. Ballister Craig says, will I ever be noticed? I just need to face reality. Face it head on. I don't know. Right. Is that where was the problem? Nope, that's where the problem is. Right there. Look, 3 high. Okay, so we don't need those 3. I think. 2 there are going to be the same. Ah, yes, now we take the ones off the front. Excellent. Right, that's it. We'll fix it if we do this. And then I'll find out that I made another mistake later on, and I'll get mad about that. You can count on it. You can count on me to do something silly. There it is. How long did that take? How long did that noise take to get in my ear? We've got a donation here, 1 minute ago apparently, from Smelly Fists, saying, I appreciate you. I paraphrase you often, especially about music appreciation. Particularly the statement about music isn't bad, it's just not what speaks to you. Aha! Yes, I want to read that again quickly. Yes, well anyway, thank you for the kind message and the donation, do appreciate that. Yeah, I think you're just trying to say that like you like that sentiment, which is great. I like that you like that because I wish more people would think like that, as it would just enable more people to enjoy more music really at the end of the day. So yeah, oh, and Make It Rain says it appears your Firefox issue have broken the alert bar, such as user X months to support. Thank you at the bottom of your stream for subscribing. Why would it do? Oh, that's me. I broke that. I minimized it because I was alt and tabbing to different things. Great. It should be fine now. So next time someone subscribes or resubscribes, it should be cool, I think. Yeah, so anyway, just for anyone who hasn't heard me talk about that before, it's a train of a thought that I had like quite a while ago now that has proven to be very true for me, which is that there is no such thing as bad music. It's just about like opening your mind to it, you know. And the quote is, music isn't bad, it's just not what speaks to you. Well, that's not my quote, but anyway, the point is that, you know, familiarity is often a big factor in enjoying music. You know, if you grow up listening to Guns N' Roses, you probably like Guns N' Roses when you're older and that sort of music, right? If you grow up listening to techno and rave, that's going to be your cup of tea. Familiarity. Anyway, enough about that. Let's get back to the normal shenanigans. Zengel says, watching both you and False. Accomplishment, yes. Congratulations, you have successfully multitasked. Observational multitasking, that's what we'll call it. This one probably could have been lower actually, and I'm not going to mess around with that now. But it's right on the middle bit, and apparently I've got to place some more bits up here. Okay, right. So scanning from one side to the other. Got a. Where's my stairs gone? Have we run out again? Again and again and again. Lazy Gamer says False is live streaming to do a prank. Interesting. I hope she's not pranking me. I wouldn't appreciate that right now. Actually, I wouldn't be bothered. Okay, and a few more for just individual bits. Excellent, that should do us. Hello, Suma. Whose design are you going to use for your Log Turt Fellas tree farm, and what are you going to do today? Says Vicky. We are doing this for a few more minutes, then we move on to our next little project. We're building Il Mango's universal tree farm design, and that's kind of it. I haven't. Do you know what? With that tree farm, I'm not even recording a video. I'm just like, I'm going to build it, and then it's there. You know, we can talk about it later. I feel like if you start making a video of you building something really big like that, which I've done before, this weird pressure comes out of nowhere to like talk about it. So after you just place a few bits, and you're like, oh man, that was crazy. Then you want to talk about it, and I realised that that's just going to make a slow video full of, oh look, we've now placed this, you know, placed these blocks here, we placed those blocks there, and I felt like this time I'm just going to jump straight to the end bit, you know. Okay, let's grab spruce because I accidentally broke that. Okay, so that is, yep, all of this side up to scratch, all of that up to scratch. Good, good, good. That doesn't look right. There needs to be a thing there. Oh, there is. I need to put it there then. Okay. Right, and the same thing over here. Where we brought it forward, there's now these little gaps. I see how it's going. Well, at least this is easier than what we did before. My ZMai says, wow, X's face must be stunning if he wants $1 million. Lol. No, that's not quite what I meant. I wasn't trying to attach the price. The value wasn't my face, no. I was sort of saying everyone's got a price. Everyone's got a price, right? It's one of those things that you hear. Maybe not everyone does. Maybe there's some people out there that like don't want to compromise that. But to me, it's like it would be so life-changing. It would be extremely tempting to accept something like that. Might be like a rescission, a decision you regret. I don't know. But it would definitely be tempting. And anyway, I was saying that maybe I wouldn't now as well. Now that I've got my own place and stuff, like, what are you going to do with $1 million? Not much. Continue recording Minecraft videos? Probably. Right. This one here needs doing next, I think. A cup of tea a day keeps the kidneys clean. By the way, tea reminder, says Hoover Guy. Awesome, awesome. Yep, I've heard that before. In fact, heard lots of different things about that. Apparently green tea is very good for flushing bad things out of your system, so that's all good. Okay, right. That's got to be the last of it, surely now. Nope, there's more. It never ends. It never ends. Oh, maybe that was it. It ended! It ended! It did just end. As I said, right, now, oh my days, now we can go back. Right, we have gone over my little 1 hour thing by 1 minute, but I really want to see this already. Now that everything is in the correct position, we shall place the things where they shall go. So that one we'll give a miss, because it will line up with our other bit. Hey, I'm in a hole. Yeah, it's there. Cool. Where is the next project, X, says Andy. I haven't decided yet. I've got 2 other projects on my list. We could either go to the witch farm, which I felt might be a little bit spoilery for some of you who haven't seen that yet. Or we could go to... where was it? We could work on the tunnel that goes to the other Mesa biome with the lightning fast transport. Is it me, or does it feel a little bit over to the side now? Yeah, it sort of pushed it... No, wait, that's because I've done a terrible thing here. I've done a terrible thing. Dover says, caving! I smell a pole coming, says Bass. Make it rain if you want to make a pole. Make it rain. You know, that sounded really weird, but do you know what I mean? Like, when they say make it rain? Make it happen kind of thing. Make it rain, make it rain. Yeah, if you want to set up a pole. Oh, I think I just like misunderstood where the middle was when I put these ones in. Right, because they definitely looked odd, and they were over by 1. Okay, so stand in the middle, which is there, and go 1, 2, 3 here, and then down there, and we'll get rid of that as well. Cool, more cha-cha, please. There we go. Correct pronunciation, by the way, a cha-cha, for any of you wondering. Okay, the lightning fast transport is interesting, says Skip. It is, but it's taking forever to build the tunnel that takes you there and back. That's for sure. Okay, so this would be where the next one goes. And then we stop doing the roof around here as well. So let's make this the last bit. Right. 3 there. All good. All good in the hood, homie. And that's it. Right, so that's where all our cha-cha is going to go. Then we're going to have some stone that goes in front of it. And then it can be anything else behind, really. Right, and it's these 3 types that we're putting in there. And you can vote now in chat if you want to have a say on what we do next, where we go. All you got to do is click on a link. Got to hand over your credit card and personal details. What? Why? Why would you do that? I don't know. But sign it anyway, don't think about it. Don't think about it, just do it. No, all you got to do is click on a link. And then you can let me know what you want to do. It's democracy, apparently. Except you only got 2 choices. What? What's that, a democracy? Only 2 choices? That sounds familiar, doesn't it? Oh, I should stop being sarcastic. I really should. But I can't be bothered. Okay, there you go, there you go. Right, so... just going down here, I feel that works. I feel like we just got to stick. We've got to stick with that. We've got to stick with this grey that's going on. So something grey back here as well could really work. X, you have removed the chest from the banner area yet? No, I haven't. And I said I would do that on the stream. So there's something else that we need to do. Now I could put more cha-cha in here, which actually that looks very fitting. And then I'm not sure what would go in that space. Maybe just leave the clay. Like, I don't know about the different colours. Now why do I not have any normal clay? There should be a lot of that around here. The Spy Master says shots fired. I don't know to who I fired shots at, but whatever I said, I didn't mean to fire shots. Unless it was something to do with democracy, in which I did fire a shot. I'm definitely 1 bullet short. Ponybut says I'm definitely going to title you. Or fight you. Okay. I'm having a fight with Pony now, apparently. Is this a game of murder or something? I smell murder. There we go. There. Look at all that. Look at all that War Machine stuff right there. Did you see that? Butterboy says you should start the tree farm now. No. I'm going to do that off stream. Believe me, if I were to stream me doing the tree farm, it'd be like this. Honestly, I'm going to sit there. I'm not going to say anything. I'm going to meticulously place blocks, trying not to make a single mistake. It would be boring. That's why I decided not to stream it. We got 271 for farm. Caving wasn't an option, buddy. The other option was the lightning transport. It seems that Witch Farm is winning against... It's like it's rigged. It's like it's been rigged or something. Jeez, I'm joking. No, the options were the lightning fast transport or the Witch Farm. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. We'll probably do a little bit of both and try to do the chest thing at the end as well. Oh, hilarious stuff. Could we actually just get away with that? I mean, it sort of almost works. I feel like maybe there needs to be a bit more depth behind it. So maybe we go back a couple of blocks. We open it up, make it look natural, and put some lights down there as well. Pony says, I would definitely fight you in murder, but I doubt you have time for today. I'll have 1 round of murder. But I don't know what I'm signing up for here, because you'll definitely win. No doubt about it. Okay, there we go. I think we're done here now. I don't know why I'm putting this in. We're done. We're done with this bit. Sweet! Wolfhacker says, I love X's pronunciation of acacia. Oh, I'm glad you like it. Acacia, yeah. Right. How do I get in here then? Boo. Right, we're going to put these things, except one of those, in here. Coolio. Yep. And the bow needs to come on the pick. Wait, no, that's... They were the wrong way around. And we've got a noise in here. Right. That's, yep, all correct. Good. Right, get out of here, quick. Go. Run. We've got a donation here, noise in the ear from Morgan Corn, saying, it's so great that you have your own place. Here's my token for whatever you need. Thank you so much, buddy. Do appreciate it. I've been buying all sorts of little bits and bobs. Can't wait to get moved in there. I'm still at home, at the current home. The old home, because there's a new home. Reminder there from Minnie. Thank you again, my friend. Pinky says, False needs Sea Lanterns X. Where is False? Tell me now. Peeps, tell me where she is in chat. We'll try and drop some off for her. And look at this. Iskal loved doing business with us, believe me. I bet you had a great time bringing all this ham pie over here. He's thinking, Sumer is going to be one fed chappy. He's going to be able to do all sorts of stuff. Alright, so if we're going to the witch farm, we will probably need torches and our shovel. And that's probably it, really. Maybe some ender pearls to get yourself out of a bad situation if you're in one. That'd be a good idea, right? Estelian, I caught the results. The caving wasn't an option, is what I was saying. I wasn't going caving. I don't know where that came from. Payday says, hey, X, really sick. This is making my day. Oh, I sort of read that as, yo, X, really sick, man, like that. And it's actually, oh, I'm very ill. I'm feeling not very good, but this is making it a little bit better. Yeah, I'm glad you're enjoying the stream. Sorry to hear you're ill, buddy. I hope you get better. I hope you do. OJ says, why do False and X stream at the same time? It's just when we stream, really. False is in a base. That's on the way! That's on the way! Sweet. Wait, which base? Which base? Because we're going to the witch farm. Stellian, don't even worry about it. We're just going to do the witch farm. The options were the lightning tunnel in the nether, the one that goes to the other mesa, or the witch farm. We're just going to do both, probably. A little bit of both. I think I like aimed down a little bit too much there. I'm watching chat, waiting for some information on where False is. I don't think False knows where she is. Is she here at the Ghast? Doesn't look like it. Oh well, let's continue on our way. Oh, what's this thing over here? Spoiler alert! If you haven't seen today's episode yet, then this is what we build in it. We got a job to do over here. We've got a really easy job, I think, actually. What we got to do is dismantle all of the spawning spaces in the swamp, which, now that I look over there, might actually be a little bit tricky. Hey, everything we do... Ah, she's going back to the jellyfish. Okay, everything we do here is going to... Anyone near a bed? Let's try that again. Squid farm, everyone's saying. Oh, she's at the squid farm, got ya. Right, swampland is the biome. We need to remove all spawning spaces, and that's going to be nice and easy here, because all we've got to do is water it over, but in other places it's not going to look so nice. And I spoke to Mumbo about it. He didn't actually seem that bothered. It was more like, yeah, do what you want. But I said that I would try to keep the area looking nice to him. So my thinking is that this looks nicer, yeah, than just, I don't know, slabbing it or something. And here's another thing to consider. Let's try not to remove lily pads. They're probably going to make the area look a little bit more natural. And I get loads of these from fishing, so let's leave the lily pads there where we can. You know, we don't have to remove everything in sight. If we remove a few, no problem, but I think leaving them will make it look a little bit better. So yeah, this is our job, and we'll collect the clay. X, who is online? Now you know who's online. It's False. False is online. She's also streaming. Potato Slayer says, is X's stream good? Yay, nay. Potato Slayer, I believe it's good. If it's not good, I'm a little bit worried because there are a whole bunch of people here watching. Oh, I didn't actually. Oh, we got 1,700 people watching. Thank you everyone for tuning in. Do appreciate it. Hope you're enjoying today's stream. And if you haven't hit that follow button, be sure to do so. Get notified of when I go live. We stream every other day here on the Twitches. And if it's a weekend, we stream on the morning. Schedule, all that stuff you can find in the description box. in the area below the video. Brantiforce says, I know you already have a name for the donut, but I really think you should call it the Pigmental Fall, or Pigment Fall, as a tribute to all the fall farms. Yeah, that's a cool name for it. Someone else had a really cool name for it. I forget what it was. It was I think it was something we named it before I finished it. Something to do with like the rainbow thing, because you know it's got like rainbow colours. I forget what it was. Someone was commenting about it again. I'm going to pick up clay when I see it as well, because like always good to harvest stuff that you might need to harvest later on, right? While you're doing this job, do that one. Gorpov says Mumbo loves Mumbo loves his sandstone. Yes, he does. He definitely does like his sandstone. He's built a lot of it this season. Oh my god, I thought I saw a creeper exploding over there. It was just the blocks freaking out. They look like they're bobbing up and down until you log out and back in, and then they sort of settle, but they still look a little bit weird, those blocks. T4 Lee says, I love the mods on this channel. They do a great job. Thanks for letting them know, you know. The mods have that hard job where sometimes people don't listen to them, and then you know, they moan and complain and don't realise that they're doing something for you, for the chat, keeping it nice and orderly, the way we like it. So thank you, mods, as always. Thank you for tuning in each time and helping us out. I left something in Discord mod chat earlier. I don't think anyone saw it. It was something we could have done today, but have a look because, well, I guess I can say it's not like it's a secret. I got a lot of codes for Zuku albums to give away, so the live streams are going to start doing lots of giveaways because there are lots and lots of codes to be won. So yeah, just need to discuss how to do it because the mods are the ones that help me give them away, and I don't know what's easy for them, doing a lot at once or small amounts every so often. Yeah, I just don't know. Cool. Anyway, this is the name of the game. We should take a step back though and see if it's obvious or not that something's been done. So over here it looks like the swamp end Swamp end. The swampland sort of ends a little bit, yeah. You can kind of see where it goes. Any of these are swamp? Yep. So, like a few here as well. Yeah, something like that. Anyway, we'll take these ones down. And then with water we will have... Is that one as well? Nope. That one is. Yeah, we will have no slime spawning up here, or mobs. MPZ says night. Oh god, I can't read your name. X, what happens if someone doesn't obey the mods? Well, it depends really. Depends on the situation, I guess. You know, some things aren't a big deal, some things are. Sometimes you're being told something important and you're not listening, and sometimes it's just a guideline. I don't know. It's I've talked about this a little bit before. Right, let's talk about it again because it's an interesting thing, right? Communities need moderators, and a lot of people, like, I think they're getting this idea that moderation is about like following some strict moral code line and getting things wrong or right. It's partially about that. It's partially about enforcing some general ideas, but really it's the benefit of having people that can look after a larger group of people and make it orderly. And sometimes that does mean that, you know, things won't be done right, so to speak. But you've got to see the bigger picture, that it's having the organisation and having someone there of authority that helps the group work as a whole. So if you take like an online server, for example, you know, people grief and stuff like that, and you know, let's say someone is wrongly accused of something, but there's no real way of knowing. You just got to listen to the moderators and what they say, because they're there trying to solve a problem or a situation, and you can't, sometimes you just can't get it right, if that makes sense, you know, and it would require people's cooperation to get that. So, you know, sometimes someone gets caught doing something bad, and what ends up being the problem is that they didn't listen to the moderator. You know, you do what they say, and then the problem is sorted out, you know. They get a slap on the wrist or something like that. Whereas if you don't listen to them, you make it more and more difficult, and then the end result ends up with people, you know, getting banned or something like that. And I've seen that happen. I've seen that happen to kids on servers before, you know, where they've stolen, and all it takes is an apology, and something. Then you can go, okay, you know, you did this, you don't do it again, you do it again, you know, you're in trouble, you're out, kind of thing. But they don't. They want to continuously argue. Anyway, wow, went off on one there. Everyone in chat is saying false. Oh, false, false. There you go. There you go, peeps. Thomas Hutchinson says, there you go, Sumi, you got it all spot on. The moderators are like police officers of the internet. They're here to enforce the rules, but moderators, most of them, do a better job than the police in America. Yeah, I wouldn't use the police as an example, but yeah, it's sort of like the cooperative spirit is, if you didn't have moderators, there would be chaos. So the purpose is not always that they're someone that gets everything right. They just do the best they can with the knowledge they have, and the result is the community is a little bit more orderly. The unfortunate thing is that sometimes, you know, people can get it wrong, but it's outweighed overall by the benefits. Hopefully that makes sense. Why don't you cover the grass with green carpet? It would look like grass and prevent spawning. That's not a bad suggestion, really. You could. You really could, couldn't you? And then next update they'd change it and they'll be able to spawn on them again. No, I think that's a great suggestion, but now that I've started this, I think I'm going to stick to doing it this way. Yeah. Just because I started. I always get suggestions like this, and they always come after I've made up my mind. Another thing is it would take a long time to get that much green wool. We don't really have a high capacity wool farm as such. We more have a functional one for getting a few bits, you know? That's kind of what we do. X, do you have a hoverboard? No, this isn't Back to the Future. Hoverboards aren't real yet, are they? When hoverboards are real, I'm going to make a will. That was grim. Oh, I think I hear... Hey, we got our first witch inside. That's awesome. Welcome to the farm. Walk over the edge the other direction. Follow me. Over here. That's where you want to go. I've got a cup of tea over here. No, not interested. Stomp and Smash says blaze rods. Blaze rods indeed. Stomp and Smashes with the blaze rods. The coolest gang in town. Oh, it's so funny, that thing. I want to play more of that actually, just to take the mick out of it. Right, let's see what's going on over here. You see, I'm doing a bit now, right, and then later on when I do it off camera, I can do all of this meticulously and enjoy it. But when you're streaming, it's a little bit hard to juggle chat as well. Okay, swampland, 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 swampland. Right, so all of that is swampland. Excellent. Now we know we're going to leave those there. Cool stuff. Turtle Man quotes me saying I got a cup of tea over here. Yes, that's what I said. Just put water on top of all the grass. Now that would look awful, and that's why we're not doing it. We're trying to make it Mumbo friendly here, because Mumbo's got a view, and False as well actually, has got a view over this area. So all of this swamp. Wow, Sync. Is that like a skeleton? Hey! I think we've got a skeleton in our farm trying to shoot us to death. Incoming, says Skybrain. Hi Iskal, says Elite MC. I think Iskal might be in chat today. Yeah, we got some more topics to talk about this stream. I think now... Oh, it's False! Here we go, here we go. Normally we sell them at the Guardian farm. I just realised that. I'm giving them away. I didn't even think there's a shop in town for that. Jeez. Not doing my job right. To be fair, the shop's probably going to be in bad nick for a while because I've taken the Guardian farms down. It's going to take me a while to suss out how to rebuild them. Too many projects. Again, I've got so many projects all over this server. Why did I start the witch farm? You'll find out why soon enough. We got a plan for the witch farm. We got a donation here, Noise in the Air. Oh my god, I missed a resubscribe as well. Lil Comboy has resubscribed for 2 months in a row. Thank you so much, buddy. And a donation here from Rocky Avalon. It's just a smiley face. I approve of a smiley face. Thank you for the donation, buddy. Hope you enjoyed today's stream. We're about to get to our topics. Our topics for Deep Thought. Some of you like it, some of you don't. I feel like talking about it. So I made some notes, and I think I'll just leave them with you guys. And see what you say about them perhaps today. Would be interesting. What's going on here? Hi? You can't trade goods to the Guardian without trading it through the Guardian. Uh-oh. And doing so, share the profit, you fool. What have I done? What have I done? 0 profit is what I have. I think some of the swamp here is too high, by the way. X your position. X was just 666. What on that? Hey, yeah, it was sort of near 666. It might have been so. Let's continue collecting this grass. That's actually a good thing. Grass is a nice thing to have lots of. I don't really have a big supply of it, so we're collecting grass as well, I guess. I mean, that's kind of obvious. Sand, not so much. So we'll do away with that. Poor Iskal, says Joe Minister. I need to read the rest of what he said. Oh, is that clay? No, it's the sand that we threw away. What was the rest of what? Wait, I'm pressing the wrong buttons here. Your profit is 0. No, I don't think I missed anything. And we got a new subscriber here on the channel. It is JM Brock 1985. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. Do appreciate it. Hope you're enjoying the stream. Cub fan has joined. Hey, Cub. You sound familiar, says Ashley. I sound probably British, as we discussed earlier. Whenever someone's British, they get confused with the other British YouTuber or streamer. It seems to be the way it goes. Aloba Sykes says if you're 555, then I'm 666. Yes. Yes, I know what you're referring to. Yes, I like that song. Right, so we're going to move on to our topics. What happened to your levels, says Gorilla King? They're gone. They're gone for good, it would appear. But maybe not for good. I think that's sort of foresty there, so we'll leave that alone. Let's head back over to this area. Okay, so my topics. Let's put those on the screen. Let's also remove that, so it's a little bit smaller. Okay, Right, I tweeted out about this earlier and asked for some questions. Someone said, has technology made people dumb or dumber or less smart? Right, I want to see some opinions and we'll come back to it. Gamer Chick says, assuming you remind me of Bear Grylls. How many bears could Bear Grylls grill if Bear Grylls could grill bears? What? What did he just say? How many bears could Bear Grylls grill if Bear Grylls could grill bears? Oh, I just managed to do that fast. Just about passed. I've said that too many times. I have. I really have. Yeah, I love Bear Grylls. What a great guy. Also, love like loads of the shows. I think I've like binge watched so much of that. It's like a thing a few years ago. Really love watching survival shows. And I was watching them the whole time and I was thinking, man, like, you know, I'm never going to remember any of this. And I don't. All I know is that you can piss on yourself. That sounds well bad out of context. Basically what he does to survive is he'll usually piss on something and then wrap it around his head, or it sounds so bad out of context. Believe me, that is not dirty or filthy in any way. Right, so Paul Josh says, no, technology just gives everyone the power to be heard. It's a double-edged sword. Interesting. A lot of you, though, said yes, it does make people dumber. I don't think technology does make people dumber. I think technology is a tool and it depends on how you use it. And I think technology is probably used to make people dumb with advertising or, I don't know, things that promote, let's say, thoughtless culture. I've seen a few apps or whatever that have kind of things that seem a little bit mindless on them, but that's very much opinion oriented. So I don't really have like much of a thought for you other than something that I thought earlier, which is one thing that's true is that people always like seem to think this generation's going to hell, or, you know, oh, the world is so mad and balmy, you know, it's getting worse and worse. But that's the sort of thing that is literally people have been saying for yonks. People have been saying it for decades. The world's going down the pan, you know, people are getting dumber or whatever. And then when you look at statistical information, it's usually not the same. Now, this statement's a bit of an oxymoron in a way, but the world is getting more peaceful. There's less violent crime around the world. There's less wars and conflicts, although, you know, if you're living in Syria, you're not going to agree with that. Yeah, but it's an attitude. It's what people are saying. So anyway, let's read you guys. James Shopland says, technology hasn't made people dumber, maybe lazier. In my opinion, it helps people be smarter. I've learned so many things by reading up on them on the internet. If I have a question, the internet will have the answer. Yeah, very cool. Smelly Fist says there was a... Oh, let's read that. There was a paper years back that basically said that we as a society have gotten smarter, but individuals we're getting dumber, but our search capacities have gotten better. It might be that the smartest people are getting smarter and the less smart people, there's getting more of them, maybe something like that. I mean, I'm not sure if I could really rationalize that right now, but that's something that would sound reasonable to me, for whatever reason. Sweaters JPEG says the people who program the technology and the technology that is used to teach does not make anyone dumber. It is more convenience, really. Convenience would be a good word to put in the argument, or the topic, the conversation. Smartin says, RE, has technology made people dumber? No. Technology has led to new discoveries and more accessible information, thus letting us gain more information and more thoughts. But in some cases, the more vulnerable will become dumber because they are the ones who take in the adverts and the lies of information. Interesting stuff. So, very cool thoughts coming across in chat here. LM Hansen says, I think a lot of people are relying on technology to do things for them, and then when they're in a situation they need to do it manually, they don't know how. But is that intelligence? That's more knowledge, isn't it? Like, if you don't know how to, I don't know, fix your car because you rely on Google hiring a repairman for you or telling you exactly what to do, you know, you haven't learned it off by heart. Like, that's not really intelligence, is it? That's more knowledge. Like, intelligence is more practicality and IQ. I think. I could be wrong. I could misunderstand. Anyway, we are going to have to head back and put all these items in a chest real soon. How far away are we from the witch farm? If we can still see the Mumbo drone, the Mum drone, I can't remember what it's called, then we're still in range, basically. Domo says, hey buddy, welcome to stream. Fugon says, every time there's a technological advancement. Some people say it makes us dumber. Let's keep reading. Oh wow. It makes us dumber. If it happens with books, it happens with internet, it will happen in the future. That's a great point, yeah. Gamer Chick says, Asuma, grow up and survivalist family. It's grow up around survivalist family. It's not for everyone, obviously, because you have to work hard for just the basics, but if you have the patience and enjoy the gratification of earning what little you have, then it's great. If you want things quick and fast in a hurry, best you stick to the city life. I kind of like both, maybe. I've never really had a proper sense of that whole survival thing, but I don't know, it always seems appealing to me to maybe go out somewhere, go camping, collect your own camp wood. Like, I like being outside, I like being in nature, so it wouldn't be like a chore, it would be like a privilege. So there's good things to come from it. Maybe you'd feel different if you were exhausted and like had to hunt, you know, a squirrel for food or something. Then maybe it'd be different, you know. Mole says technology doesn't make someone smarter or dumber, it just gives dumb people the ability to sound smart, but it doesn't change the IQ level. Maybe. Marilyn Minor says, as a math teacher, I feel like the use of calculators definitely impacted basic math skill. I do think the reliance on calculators has impacted students from learning the basic math skills that they need to have at hand. Students who learn math easily may not be impacted by students who need to work hard to learn. Tend to find the easy way. I kind of lost my way with your sentence there. Yeah, that definitely sounds reasonable actually with math. Like, yeah, if you use calculators all the time, you're probably not going to be able to do as many things in your head. But is that technology or is that people? Like, can we be smarter if we learn basic maths and then use calculators to do advanced stuff, you know? That's one way I'd look at it, but, you know, either or really. LM Hansen says, take simple math. Who does simple addition, subtraction in the head anymore? If you have 50 and something costs 37, most people would know, let's read that. Most people know how much they're getting back. Yeah, $103 of course. No, I'm joking. It's 13. I think. I need to double check now. Was it 27 or 37? I hope it was 37, otherwise it just sounded really silly. Right, more forest over here, and we're sort of getting away from... Oh, no, we're not getting away from it. It's still up there, ominous and all. Right, look at this area here. This hasn't got too much land down here. We're doing this just to reduce slime spawns at the moment. Thomas Grillo says, there's an Asimov story set in the future where scientists invent new technology for calculating. It involves a pencil and paper. Anyway, right, we've had a lot of people, a lot of interesting things in chat. You guys don't have to listen to me, you can read chat as well. MikeyBot says, everyone has always been this dumb. I don't even know what that means. I'm not even sure what that means. I really don't know. Anyway, do we have... Oh, we got noises in here and I've been missing them. Oh dear. We've got a new subscriber here on the channel. It is Stomp and Smash. And what's going on? This doesn't even make sense. I'm in... What? Oh, there we go. Oh, okay. Much better, much better. Hello, thank you for subscribing to the channel. Do appreciate it. Also, Ellum Hansen for resubscribing for 5 months in a row. And Bella for a donation here saying, hey X, nothing better than your stream to wind down after a long day of bike messengering. 100 kilometers in the rain. Wow. Want to share some of the earnings with you. Love the content. Keep it up. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Also, well done on 100 kilometers. That is crazy. You're going to be in good shape if you're doing that every day or every other day. Also, in the rain. I cycled in the rain yesterday. I don't mind the rain. Like, it wasn't heavy. I don't mind it. It kind of keeps you cool. But you got to have those waterproofs. And also, my bike has dirt guards, mud flaps, whatever you call them, but they wrap round the wheels and they're really great at keeping the rain off your bike. Like it doesn't flick up your back, not off the bike. That makes no sense. Keeps the rain off you, because the thing about when it's raining and you're cycling is that all the rain gets like spun up your backside and it really sucks. And yeah, basically it stops it from doing that. Okay, so we're going to move on to something different now, just because I feel like we've done a nice little area around here, but I've realised that those bigger areas, those bigger chunks of land, I might want to not start digging that away and consider what is, you know, the total amount of work that needs to be done for that before we start anything. Don't want to have Mumbo's area looking ugly, and its forces as well, actually, isn't it? Right, how do we get out of here? Climb the ladder. Then you have to cycle shower, X. Trust me. This is my greater. What's cycle shower? Anyway, up we go. I wonder what would happen if a caveman baby was to be raised up as a normal present-day baby. Would it be just like the others, apart from physical appearances, Dover Hill? I believe it depends on how far you go back. If you go back to, like, if you're thinking caveman because of, you would expect a caveman not to understand, you know, math or you know, what on earth Minecraft is, for example. If you go back, like, further through our history, I guess that line of intelligence that you're looking for, it's drastically shot up. So if you go back 100 years, people are probably reasonably intelligent, and then you go further and further back and there's less science, there's less technology, you'll probably find there's less intelligence, so to speak. But as you go, like, if you go back 100 years at a time, you know, when you're past, like, when you're at 0 and you go into the BC years, as they are, then you'll probably find that, you know, the difference isn't much for 100, it becomes bigger and bigger. So what I'm saying is that evolution would be the determining factor there, because we haven't evolved much over the last 2,000 years. I can say that safely, but then I don't know if it's like 20,000, would there be that much? But anyway, you know, even going back like 4,000 years or something, yes, they would grow up like us, because there's so little evolution that, you know, we're sort of still mentally and physically the same. We grow up with knowledge, we absorb knowledge when we're young. Is that thing open yet? No, it's not. Hey, where are we going next? We're going over here. I'm going to throw things on the ground that I don't want, or put them in this chest. I'm going to put them in this chest. Don't know why this chest is here, but I don't want those things. I want a clean inventory. X, there was another year 00. 0 was theorized after year 1. Oh, okay. That's interesting. Arising Darkness says, I would say that intelligence is one's affinity to knowledge, and I would say a lot of it is genetic. You could train to run very fast and reach your maximum potential, but that potential, as Usain Bolt, oh, let's read that, but never be interested in training. So you can have an affinity for knowledge but be dumb, the same way you can have affinity for effects but be unfit. I agree with that, however I wouldn't say that's true of every person. I don't know. It's interesting what you mean when you say, like, you could be genetically limited. I like the idea that genetics is flexible, and it probably is flexible, but, like, yeah, there probably are, like, limitations somewhere. I don't know, that's interesting. I don't really know what to think about that, but I appreciate you sharing that. Rocky Avalon says, I don't think that the line is the correct term to use. It's obviously a bit more of a gradient. I think that there were many diseases nowadays that those children wouldn't have the genetic immunity to, which could stunt the physical or mental growth of those children. That's another great point, yeah. Gradient, yeah, that's what I meant when I said line, like a curve is what I was picturing. Anyway, we've got another topic to talk about, and we've got to think about what we're doing here next. I still haven't finished the design of this. I don't know why I put this on my list, actually, because we haven't, like, really finished it. We were placing pistons. I tell you what, maybe we can finish a little bit of the design. I want to take Cubfan's little thing here as inspiration. I think this looks great, by the way. We're going to go have a look at it. It's not spoilers. Buddy's Girl says technology hasn't created a global deficit of intelligence. What it has done is pave the way to accessibility to information on a much larger and more immediate scale than ever seen before. This quick access to a vast amount of knowledge can be positive, but also can create a sense of apathy. I believe this is sometimes perceived as a lack of intelligence, particularly among youth. Yes, apathy is perceived that way sometimes, isn't it? And the youth can be apathetic, and I think apathy is something like an interesting thing. I've suffered from not general apathy, but definitely feel apathetic from time to time. Sometimes I feel really apathetic, like beyond my own control, which is frustrating. But I don't know, I've gotten better at dealing with that over time, so don't really feel apathetic too much anymore. Yeah, the this tunnel design is really nice. I think we might might go into creative mode and mess around with this a little bit, because that's what we need to do. In the past, I've sort of logged on and done these things really quickly, and lately I've just been so much more undecisive about things, haven't I? So maybe what we should do here, like looking at what Cubfan did, is put some stairs like this, and I don't think I want to have too many variations because they're going to go past in a blur. So maybe we can fit something just straight here, and then we have some of those endstone bricks behind all of that. So let's go grab endstone bricks, put those behind. Right, and while I'm doing this, while I'm having a little jam with the blocks, you guys are going to discuss something else now. Now this one is far more likely to cause, let's say, arguments, but we're not here to argue. We're here to listen to one another, respect each other's opinions, and just think about things. You know, sometimes when someone disagrees with you, they disagree with you, so listen to what they have to say, you know, keep it in mind. It may tell you more things about what you believe in, or whatever. Anyway, I think respect is the main thing that I'm trying to put across here. So, I've talked about this before. I'm not religious, but I'm also not agnostic or atheist. I just feel like those things are sort of unknowable to me, and they're also like, they're not part of my daily life. Like, it's not like a big deal. I'm not walking around wanting to know the answer. To me, the mystery is interesting. Of is there, isn't there, or what is the meaning? All these things. I'm not in a hurry to answer them. That's how I feel about that. This is starting to look. Let's actually open this up. Oh no! Don't open that up. Keep that closed. Anyway, right. So I had someone tweet me yesterday. If you're watching this, buddy, thanks for the tweet. I watched your video. I thought it was interesting, but this video was basically a scientific argument to prove creationism. To say, here is the scientific evidence that that God is real because of creationism is real because of the way we perceive science. And to me, I didn't agree with it. I feel like I didn't like connect with it. I didn't feel like I felt the same logic or whatever. But to me, it feels like with science and a lot of agreed upon science, what they're talking about comes out of the research that they do. They don't go looking for something. And I feel like with creationism, the argument goes looking for the answer, if that makes sense, and then they piece together the information itself. So anyway, it's talking about odds. It is talking about it's talking, do you know, I think this might look nicer if it just went straight down like that. Oh, that's a nice way to break it up, actually. Anyway, right, I should stop talking about that so I can actually talk about this topic that we are supposedly going to talk about. We're going to make all of this one higher. So yes, anyway, right, the way this video goes is that it talks about the odds, all of these things that make it very insignificant, the odds of us actually existing and being alive, you know. So there's all these factors out there, you know, like if the Earth was, I don't know, 10 miles closer to the sun, we couldn't exist. If this and that had been slightly different, we also couldn't exist. We have a resubscribe for 2 months in a row is Trevor Hockey. Thank you, buddy. Hope you're going to enjoy these topics that we chat about. Anyway, right, so its argument, it's stacking up all of these very significant and insurmountable odds, you know. 25% or more of the universe is inhabitable, and because of this thing, and you know, all these factors that show you how slim the chances of our existing are. And what it then does is says, and that is proof of a God, of intelligent design. And to me, that's where it jumps the gun. Like, there's no proof in that to me. And what I'll say to you guys, this is my little point for you to muse on. Whatever your opinion is, if you agree with it, if you don't, like, when you have insurmountable odds, let's say the odds of us existing, we figure it out, we get the exact number. It is literally 1, 2, and then the biggest number you can think of, you know, gazillions of nines. It is so ridiculously big, you know, you need like a building to write all of the letters on the side of, right? You know, and then multiply that building 100 times. It doesn't matter how big those odds are, because the only people that can ever observe those odds and go, aha, that's how many odds there are the people who are the one. So we are the one, therefore we're the only ones to be able to actually observe that. So it kind of makes it irrelevant to me. And it's like, maybe that'll make sense to you as I say it now, maybe it won't, but to me it makes a lot of sense. It's like, yes, the odds are extremely weird and ridiculous and against us, but we would be the only ones to be able to, because, you know, the rest of it doesn't exist, therefore it can't look at the odds and go, you know, what if you flipped it? What if you're like, what are the odds of there being nothing? There are really good odds for there being nothing out there. Do you know what I mean? That's what I that's the way that I sort of look at it. Okay, now I'm looking at chat again to see what you guys are saying. Yeah, that's basically it. So Marilyn Miner says, this is just my opinion, but I think that when a person decides that they believe in God, it has to be through some personal experience. The scientific argument isn't going to convince most people. I think that's then based on how you like perceive reality and choose to live life. That I don't know, because I've not had a personal experience that has made me go aha, so I couldn't really like deny someone else who has, but in theory, to me, it doesn't feel like if I have an experience in my head, how can that tell me something different about the world around me? I could take acid, you know. I'm not encouraging the use of acid, but I could go out there, get some acid, trip my brains out, and something crazy would happen in my mind. That would be an experience, and it doesn't mean that any of that is happening in the world around me. It's just happening in my mind. So for me, that kind of argument or way of looking at things doesn't particularly mean too much, you know. Like if I woke up one day and it was like, aha, all of a sudden I know now he's up there in the sky looking down at me or something. Like, if I had that feeling, then I'd probably believe it, right? But at the same time, it would be something in my head and not something that we're seeing outside or around, if that makes sense. And again, I think these are some like built-in ways of thinking, built-in logics that you have, and if someone's got a different one to you, you're probably never going to see eye to eye about it, right? And also, I think maybe my thoughts are a little bit self-defeatist on that front as well. Like I kind of like think the universe is so big and has so much mystery and things to learn about it. How could I just ever have a feeling that could be right and that could be, you know, what am I in this world? Or maybe that's what being alive and having a, you know, an experience is. Maybe that's what life is, you know. I don't know. It's all weird stuff, isn't it? A casual observer says agnostic literally means we think we can't know there is or isn't a god. The views you've described are agnostic in nature. They are, but even then, agnosticism is perceived differently by people, which is why I don't really like to say I'm agnostic, because some people think it means basically atheist, which is, to me, it's not. Yeah, sometimes it's worded like that, sometimes it's not. I don't know what I'm going to do about this tunnel here. I feel like I'm trying to load too much detail in where it should be simple. Yeah, listen to those words. Listen to those words. You're trying to load in too much detail where it should be simple. So how about we go for something skeletal? And I've done a little bit of this already, so I'd like to perhaps change this. And this gets away from the purple here. But what if we had like stripes every hour going across like this? And then those ones go lower and just stop there? Or what if they were purple and then the purple like did that? That could work. Or that could be purple. Just don't know, do I? I just don't know. Right, I really need to read more chat though. Just go with the first design. At this point I could understand that. Fiona says there is 10 billion planets in the habitable zone in our galaxy. There are several trillion in the observable universe. Let's have a read. And that's not to mention the entire universe. The odds are not against us. There is, without a doubt, others out there. Creationists like to talk about these numbers in favour of God, very sort of self-important manner, but they neglect the bigger picture. I understand what you're saying there. I agree. It's like when you take the numbers and skew them, or move them the other direction. Yes, there's a massively, you know, Well, I guess it's like, let's say there's like 0.1% of inhabitable space, or where life can exist, or 0.0001. Again, the numbers, they don't add up. It's like, you know, okay, but it may be 0.1, but you can't even comprehend how big that space is compared to how big the galaxy or the solar system or the universe is, whatever. Gamer Chicks as a sumo, I was kind of forced into believing in God. As I grew older, I came to the realization that it doesn't matter what you believe in, just as long as you believe in something. Hope never gives... Hope never give up, and I guess in the grand scheme of things, the things that are for sure is energy, right? Positive energy and negative energy. I guess what I'm trying to say is eventually you get back what you put out. I don't know, it's hard to voice my opinions via text. I understand what you're saying completely. Yeah, you're saying that, like, whatever your belief is, you're here, you can do something good while you're here. I think. Something like that, you know, positivity. Rocky Avalon says, I remember a while ago you tried to put the label Apiaphist on yourself, which doesn't accurately describe you. What I would recommend is not looking for something to label yourself as you are trying... Oh, I want to read the rest of that. As you are trying to put yourself in a category. Maybe you're an atheist or an agnostic, but categorizing yourself as such may not be what you want. Yeah, it isn't, Rocky, it isn't. And I've said that about many things before in the past, that when you categorize yourself, like, you then, you know, it's the same for any word you use, you then become what someone else thinks of that when you say I'm this. So if I say I'm agnostic, like, a lot of people think it's pretty much you're saying, oh, you're atheist, but maybe you're not, kind of thing, you know? And when I was reading about it, apatheist, I think it sounded like you're apathetic to the idea of it, which I sort of feel like maybe that does describe it, but it's not apathy. It's like it's almost indifferent to me. But I definitely take more comfort in learning about science than I've ever done learning about biblical things. So even though I'm like indifferent to the idea of it, it's still biblical. Biblical stuff doesn't really mean anything to me. I guess, other than being fascinating. I love going into old churches and learning about things. You know, museums when you go on holiday and that. But yeah, Gnosticism is one's position on knowledge, and theism is one's position on faith. So claiming to be an agnostic is incomplete claim without context. You can have an agnostic theist, I believe, but I cannot be sure, or a Gnostic atheist. This is getting confusing. I don't believe, or I know it's a fact. I would consider myself an agnostic atheist. I don't believe in a higher power, but it is impossible for me to say for a fact God doesn't exist. Yeah, I'd be very similar to that, but at the same time I wouldn't rule it out. Like, it also feels silly for science to rule it out. Like, science often goes like up against like religion or whatever, and it's sort of like you can just leave it alone, because you're never going to find something out there that like that is proof that, you know, God doesn't exist. Like, how can you find proof that God doesn't exist? There's no such thing, right? At least in my mind there is no such thing. In the same way there's no proof that it does either. Like, they're kind of one of the same, or one and the same. Can we put some trapdoors in these little gaps? I think that might be what we end up going with. And how illuminated is this thing? We've got the lava there. We could put sea lanterns down the sides. That would be expensive. Right, now you're going to hurtle through this very fast, and I think that's actually going to look pretty good. And it means we use lots of purple hardened clay, which means, oh my goodness, more lapis is getting used. Let's build a bigger segment of this and make up our mind. Oh, I did say about purple, didn't I? Maybe we could replace that with purple. I could do a little bit of MC Edit once we're done building this. Okay. Right, we know where we're at now. We're building what could potentially be it. Right, let's read some more of chat. Fugon says you can't prove something doesn't exist. The burden the burden of proof is the one making the claim. Can't prove that something doesn't exist. Yep, the burden of proof is the one making the claim. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I get what you're saying. You say it's on you to prove it. And you know, you can't prove it. Interesting. Oh, I'd like to hear some more. I feel like I'm picking out stuff that I agree with a lot at the moment. I'd like to hear some more opposing. So someone's saying Buddy's Girl, that's so true. Let's read what Buddy's Girl said. Gamer Chick says, and this stream has been fantastic, thank you all. It has been a fantastic one. I'm trying to find Gamer Chick's message now, or was it Buddy's Girl? That's it, yeah. As someone who is a Christian, here we go. I believe that evolution and Christianity aren't mutually exclusive. How the world came into being, whether through direct intervention in a set timeline or through guided evolution, is of less importance to me than actually going out and engaging in a relationship with God and showing His love to others. Interesting stuff. I like that there is positivity there. That you want to, you know, share good vibes, so to speak. Nicholas says, my perception on God is that I don't deny the existence of higher being, but I think that people's ideas and perceptions of that higher being is very different from reality. I also think that God is either a spectator or has abandoned His creations altogether. Oh, that's terrific. Great point. I can't remember what this stuff is called, but there is a no, there's a guy who said it. God is dead. Like, it's a quote, and you may hear it in like a pop song, and it's like, oh, God is dead. He's in your head, or however it goes. It's actually a quote from someone, a philosopher, who's trying to say that sort of like maybe God's like God did exist, but He's gone. He's not with us anymore. You know, anyway, there's a whole I forget what it's called. There's a whole ism or anything that revolves around that theory. It's like being religious, but you believe that God is like no longer here for some reason. Yeah, I can't remember what it's called though. I need to go look that up. That's also fascinating stuff. We need to put our comparators in and all of our pistons. God is dead. Friedrich Nietzsche, I think is it. Yeah, and that's another thing you brought up, was that, like, to me, like, maybe to other people, like, they wouldn't agree with this, but to me it's like, hey, that goes the other way, doesn't it? Like, let's say you have a room full of people who believe in God. To me, like, the way I perceive reality and perceive people, they wouldn't all believe in the same God. They would believe in the God in their head. But then again, that's because I believe that God is in your head. So, yeah. So I guess that doesn't make much sense, does it? But yeah, maybe everyone, like, you know, has a different idea, and they're not all thinking about the same thing. Some people believe in the Old Testament God. You know, they go around with the God hates fags banners. You know, and like, I think most Christians will dislike those people, but they think they believe in God too. You know, it's all interesting stuff. Temp says one of the hardest things for people to understand is the distributed nature of causality in the universe, because our perceptive in life is one top-down control. I control my hand, which does what I tell it to, without arguing or having other opinions, whereas the universe as a whole is made up of other organisms which have this same perspective, making it distributed causality. Temp, I believe that is called something symbiotic existence. This is where I've discussed it before in streams. This is where, like, you know, you can understand that you're you, but then you know you're made up of organs, right? So you've got lungs, you've got hearts, but then your heart is made up of, you know, this bit and that bit, the left and the right bit. Everywhere you zoom in, there are things working cooperatively to make something bigger than itself. So then when you zoom outwards, it's like people make up groups, they make up society, then we have different societies, we have cultures and countries, and then you zoom out and it's like planet Earth is made up of all the organisms on it, you know? We all live sort of intertwined with one another. All the planets and plants are creating the system that support one another on the planet. And then when you zoom out, the planets, you know, they go around the sun, and then that's a little system, and then all of those, you know, and you can zoom out, and they all, each time you zoom out, they become one thing, and when you zoom in, they break down, but they all become individual things again. Something like that. Anyway, I'm going to load up MC Edit now, and I'm going to duplicate that tunnel, and we're going to change the material on one of them. Pi90ever says, I don't believe in the idea of God, but I do in something bigger that cannot be explained by our knowledge of science, or be comprehended by humans. something beyond the fabric of space-time we know, something we might not supposed to be, like a fourth or even fifth dimension. Well, if you believe in something that can't be comprehended, how do you comprehend it to believe it? Otherwise it wouldn't be anything. Gladiator Wolf says, "Hi X, I'm Jewish and I think there is no conflict between religion and since it's the other way around, they complete each other." Are we between science and religion? If you believe in both and that they can work together, that's absolutely fine. I think, like, you know, at the end of the day, everyone's like got their, you know, opinions and beliefs. As long as like no one's being hurt, I think it's all good, really. Platinum says, "I wondered why the Bible was the word of God. Couldn't any book that has stories with God as a character have been chosen as the word of God?" What was the end of that? "Regardless if God exists, why is the Bible taken as fact?" Yeah, I would propose that sort of argument as well. But it's been edited over time. Lots of people have changed it and changed words and changed meanings. And I think the last person to edit it was King James of Scotland. I think he's the last person to proper alter the Bible before it has then stayed the way for a while. Anyway, right, I need to open that world, don't I? What's the world called? Is it just New World 123? No, that's the wrong world. Let's open world. This is, oh, that's Hermit. I've just opened Hermitcraft. I'm doing something on another screen. To all of you watching the title screen, thank you for being patient. I will now just open up this level and get it done. Where are we? Hermitcraft saves. What was it called? New World? That's not it. Oh. I'm going to have to go look at the title screen again. We're live. Oh my goodness, I should have remembered that. Okay, right, we're going to copy this tunnel, which I'm doing right now. So, actually I'm going to clone it and make it bigger first. So I need to clone all of that. Yep, and that. Okay, that should be good. Clone tool. Again, if you can't see what I'm doing, that's normal. I am just prepping this thing. Okay, that's too much. That's, again, right, there we go. And clone that. Let's just repeat that 4 times. Excellent. Now I can copy. I can paste it somewhere else. And we're going to replace, I believe, the clay with purple. Now, can I remember what ID? Aha, it will be on the list. There'll be a future block. I believe 201 is the ID of purple. We're going to guess 201 is the ID of purple. And the block that I need to replace is... Oh no, I need to replace it at a certain height. So 15910. 15910. Oops, 15910 with... What did I say? 201. 15910. Okay, so... Fill 15910 with 201. Replace. Excellent. Save. Exit. Let's go back on the Minecraft. I'm here again, peeps. I see all your messages flying past in chat. I'd like to see what the analytics of what beliefs all your viewers have. Maybe some sort of poll or something. We could do that. We'll save that for another time now because we've been streaming for a while. So, this, I actually really like that now that it's been repeated. I think that looks fantastic. And I don't think we need extra lighting down the sides. I think that looks pretty cool. So, how do we feel about that? Yeah, pretty cool. I like it. Over on this side with purple, I think purple works just as well. It's really about just making a choice. Which one do you want, purple or the other one? Maybe we can make that a poll. I'll tell you what, if you want to let me know which one you like, tweet purple or tweet purple. Purple or purple. Tweet it at me, and next time I come to work on this, I can make a decision about it. That's it, peeps. That is it. That's the tunnel design, right? Okay, we could mess around with it more. We could change this out, or what does it look like if that was another material? I think we should just go for it now. We have spent so much time dilly-dallying around trying to figure this one out. As I say that, though, I just had another idea. Oh my god, what would this look like if it were all purple and then we had like glass on the front? Oh, people aren't tweeting, they're spamming it in chat and everyone is saying purple, which is disappointing. I really wanted to make more use of the purple. It doesn't get any love, does it? No one loves purple. That's the unfortunate. We've got a few purples in there. Oh wait, no, of course we have. It's purples we don't have any of. Wait. Oh yeah, that's right, that's right. So what if we did that? And oh, I tell you what, that would look ugly. No, I'm glad we didn't do that. Right, we probably will do purple. I think you guys are right. Or maybe we can make that a poll. I'll tell you what, I will make it a poll. I'll do a poll after the stream and I will tweet it out, okay? So go over to my Twitter, twitter.com/AssumeAvoid, and we will do that. It will be purple or purple, and I think purple's going to win. I think it's going to be a landslide, but we'll do it anyway. And I will do what you guys say. Next time we stream, maybe we can start doing this. Anyway, peeps, that's going to be it from me, this stream. I do hope you have enjoyed it. Thank you to everyone who has donated this stream, who has subscribed and resubscribed. Do appreciate it. I also got a donation here I completely missed from Eagle Fam saying, can't wait to see setups of your new home. Congratulations, home ownership is such an achievement. Thank you, buddy. Really do appreciate it, man. You will see a video soon. Right, so that's it. Thanks for watching. See you next time, and thank you to all the people in chat. No, wait, we're not done. We're not done. Don't go anywhere. I forgot. We got to do a raid. I forgot last couple of streams to do a raid. Stick around. Wait, something's attacking me. No, something's dying because I was in a creative world. Let's exit that. Yes, my buddy Hypno is streaming. We're going to raid Hypno. He's doing some Minecraft again on the stream, so I want you guys to go say hello. And yeah, link is in chat for you, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.